In a tranquil village nestled between rolling hills and swaying trees, there lived a renowned Zen master named Ryo. He was known not only for his wisdom but also for his unusual teaching methods. Ryo believed that silence held the key to unlocking the deepest truths of life. He often emphasized the importance of silence to his students who came from far and wide to seek his guidance. Situation 8. The noisy marketplace. One day, a young disciple named Kiko approached Ryo, agitated by the constant chatter and noise in the village marketplace. "Master, how can I find peace amidst this chaos?" Kiko asked. Ryo smiled gently and pointed towards a distant tree. The two of them sat in silence beneath the tree, and as time passed, the noise seemed to fade into the background. Kiko realized that the real noise was within his mind, and through silence he could find tranquility even in the midst of chaos. Situation 2. The stormy night. During a stormy night, another student named Sora approached Ryo with fear in his eyes. "Master, I am afraid of the thunder and lightning. How can I overcome this fear?" Ryo led Sora outside where the storm raged on. Instead of seeking shelter, they stood together in the midst of the elements. Ryo's silence spoke volumes, showing Sora that by embracing the present moment without resistance, fear could transform into awe. Situation 10. The conflict. When the two villagers came to Ryo, embroiled in a bitter argument. They demanded that Ryo settle their dispute. Ryo looked at them with compassion and motioned for them to sit. He remained silent, allowing the villagers to express themselves fully. In the absence of his words, they realized the futility of their anger and, in time, resolved their conflict through open communication and understanding. Situation 4. The crossroads of life. A traveler named Kenzo arrived at the village, lost and confused about his life's direction. He sought Ryo's guidance on choosing the right path. Ryo took Kenzo to a crossroads where multiple paths intersected. Instead of offering advice, Ryo encouraged Kenzo to sit in silence at the crossroads. As the sun set and darkness enveloped them, Kenzo realized that the answers he sought were already within him. Silence allowed him to listen to his inner voice, guiding him towards his true path. Situation 5. The quest for enlightenment. Years passed and Ryo's reputation spread far and wide. One day, a dedicated student named Aiko approached him, yearning for enlightenment. Aiko had read countless books and studied under various masters, but the elusive truth seemed to elude her grasp. Ryo led Aiko to a serene pond and instructed her to meditate by its banks. Days turned into weeks and Aiko grew restless. Just as she was about to give up, Ryo gently touched her shoulder. Aiko looked into his eyes and saw a profound serenity that transcended words. In that moment, she understood that true enlightenment resided in the spaces between thoughts, in the boundless expanse of silence. Through these 5 situations, Ryo, the Zen master, taught his disciples that silence was not just an absence of sound, but a gateway to profound understanding. It was in the quiet moments that the greatest lessons were learned, the deepest fears were conquered, conflicts were resolved, choices were made, and enlightenment was realized. And so the village of Ryo continued to embrace the wisdom of silence, finding inspiration in the teachings of a master who spoke through his silence more powerfully than words ever could.